Welcome to the Pretty Seller Podcast. And I'm your host, the Pretty Seller, James. What's going on, everybody? James here, adoptionagency.com. Almost 23 years selling full-time on eBay. And do I got orders for you? If you like seeing what's sold and you like seeing, well, how does he make money selling that junk? You clicked on the right video. All right, it's 5 p.m. Do you know where your sales are? It's actually 4:28. I'm at $495. So close enough, 5 by 5. So good to see that today. And as you can see, I've got an array of things to show you as I organize them here for Adrian so he can ship for me. So yeah, $495 at 4:30. I've got 53 items sold, 33 organic, 20 promoted. This is an ideal day for me. This is what they used to feel like over 2 years ago. The difference is a lot of times, well, sometimes the evenings. Will the evening time shut off for me because it gave me so many sales up until this time? That's going to be the question, because a lot of times it does. Normally these days before, these are $1,000 days, $900,000 days. I doubt I will get there today because it feels like eBay controls that somehow, some way. I wouldn't be surprised if I don't get another sale the rest of the day, just because that's the patterns that's been going on for the last 2 years with all the changes and site problems and the promoted and all that junk. But we're not going to harp on that stuff. We're going to enjoy the good wallets here. So I got plenty of lots to show you too. I'm liking my lot thing all over again. And I'm glad to see it's kind of picked up after I got rid of the free shipping. After I got rid of the free shipping, it kind of picked up. A couple of things I'm doing is I am using the promotion store thing, because you can use a coupon to show when you promote your store out there. Let me see how that's doing. Advertising dashboard. So I'm using the coupon buy to get to as my banner on eBay in hopes that people will click on it. So promoted store. It's gotten 13 clicks with 4 items sold. So it brought me one sale. Sales of $16.93. Unfortunately, the ad fees are $11.25. Return on ad spend's 1.5. Now that's bad. So I'll give it a little bit more time. This is my first time really using it. So I'll give it a little bit more time to see if it produces. If it don't, I will shut it off. So if you want to keep track of that here. Off-site ads, I turned it back on again. I turned it back on again. Let me see if I can click how these campaign looks now since they changed things. Okay. So my off-site ad campaign that's working right now, I'm doing $10 a day. Let me off-site. Okay, so this is it up here. Okay, off-site ads. Right now, I've ad spent $119, has generated $326. Sale conversion rate 2.50. Return on ad spend 2.73. So I want it 3 and higher. So I'm close to that. So when seemed like they were having a lot of promotion issues a couple weeks ago, I turned it off because my return on ad spend went under 1, I believe it was, or under 2, I think it was. So I wasn't playing that game. So if I can get it 3 and up, that is the goal. So we'll keep an eye on that also and see if that's worth keeping going or not. I found anything over $10 for my store really didn't do anything. That could be just because glitches, problems, who knows, promoted issues, whatever. So I'll try more in the future when the site seems more stable, but not right now. We're keeping an eye on $10 right now. So yeah, let's go through here. We've got 26 orders, but a hell of a lot more items. So this might take me a minute to kind of organize here, so bear with me. We got a Titleist head. I just took an offer on that for $5 just because, hey, it's a good day. I'll give you a deal. Plus, I would take a $5 head anyway. I just use different excuses on depending on the day. Well, nothing's selling, so I took a $5 offer. Well, everything's selling, so I took a $5. James, you're going to take the $5 offer no matter what. Shut up. That's a self-smack. Next up, first on the new store, we got the 2 Coogee wallets this sold. Thank you again for the free stuff you dropped off. Much appreciated. These sold for $19 a piece. The same person bought them, but paid separately. So we'll get those sent out. So good to see that. Next up, the only 45 record. We've got his Bunny Sigler, Let the Good Times Roll. And Pee-wee's behind here. I hear him snoring. He's like all tucked in the corner in here. It's so cute. There's No Love Left is another one. Also, I just bought off of eBay. I got to wait and see if I'm getting scammed or not. What I mean by that is, you know how people kind of pretty things up more than what it really is. The seller said that he's selling a family's friend's collection for them, and they're not cherry-picked. The 12 or so he put out on top were, not all of them, but a lot of them were decent titles, going for decent money and actually selling $15, $20 a 45 record. And there's a box of 500 of them, and I paid $300 for this box of 500 45s on the hopes that it's really not cherry-picked. There was like 4 different lots of 500s that they put up there. One, they put it up for auction, and they got like 206 out of it. So this one they put up for 246. I guess kind of put one up for auction, kind of gauging what 500 would go for. Tried to get a little bit more. I just went ahead and paid full price and bought them. So we'll see when they get here how good they are. I don't know. I've listed 120 CDs today. A lot of it was stuff that I've gotten off of eBay, buying by the lots lately. So some of this stuff I'm going to have money into, but it's under $1. And if I remember, I'll say it. So then you kind of know that there is a cost to that one. Whereas the other stuff is usually stuff from storage or whatever. So I try to give you all the information, to the viewers who watch me consistently and know and can piece it all together in their heads. So I don't feel like I'm scamming you. But then you have those new people that come in every once in a while. Yeah, well, what's your net? I'm like, watch my videos. Watch my videos. Speaking of that, let's see what this month's going at. I'll check. Now, it's going to be skewed because I've been doing 2 different things. I will not include today since we haven't shipped everything today, because then that would skew it in favor of a higher number. So we'll do July 1st through July 30th. I got a feeling before I hit this, I'm hoping it's like right at 50. Because now that I've changed this, I'm hoping that it'll go down closer to 45. But I was hoping that before with the free shipping, and that didn't happen. But now I'm getting more per item. So I'm hoping to get down closer to that 45. I'm going to say 50 point something. 50 point something. Let's see here. Ooh, 52.5. That's not pretty. Not pretty at all. Definitely don't want that. So it's definitely good that I changed things up. But trying to keep it under 50 as what actually goes into the pocket, as you know. Next up, we've got, are you ready? Hey, for a CD lot. 4 CDs, buy 2, get 2. Sold for $21.25. This is why I said it might take me a minute here to get through this. We got Vials of Wrath. We got Terminal. We got Lost Prophets. And we got This Is Solid State. So these 4 sold for $21.25. And so probably at least one of these is more than the $3.99, being it's 21, maybe a couple more. So yeah, I'm thinking about putting my whole store on buy two, get two. Maybe? My hats are buy two, get one, but not many people are taking advantage of it. I have an order here where somebody just bought two. I'm like, well, you could have got one more for free. But I don't know, kind of throwing around the idea just for volume and move stuff. Since I got so much in storage, I can list so much per day. I'm a listing machine. I want to be a selling machine. Why not? I don't know. No cost in most of it. I'm throwing the idea around in me head. Next up, we've got Splinter, Halfway Down the Sky CD. That one sold for $4. We got this toddler Edmonds jersey. That sold for $10. We got Third World reggae cassette. That sold for $5. We got another one of the new Fila hats that were given to me. Thank you again. Sold for $12.60. Next up, we've got Tuluma, Mexico. Cap / unzip it. It could be a visor. How crafty. Sold for $9.50. I didn't say crappy, I said crafty. We got Punk Goes Pop. Bum. Yellow card doing everywhere. Sold for $10. $10 CD right there. There is a chance I missed something, being that I was kind of going all over the place looking for this stuff. So Women in Chant cassette. That sold for $3.60. Southern Tide visor. Right here. That sold for $8. Beethoven String Quartet CD. Boom. That sold for $4. And these are plus shipping, of course. We got Flying Magazine hat. Sold for $10.50. Send Us $1,200 again hat. Sold for $10.50. Next up, are you ready for a hat like? Yeah. We got two Jayhawks hats. That's where I said they could have bought one, got another one for free, and I'm sure I've got more Jayhawk stuff in there. It's pretty, since we're so close to Kansas, it's all over this area. Those two together sold for $21. Next up, are you ready for a cassette lot? So, the big cassette lot, 15 cassettes sold for $95. Buy two, get two. So this was nice to see. Nice little $100 cassette lot. Come on now. I'll take that all day, every day. We got Ugly Kid Joe. We got Dirty Cash. I know I pulled that one. There it is. Adventures of Stevie V. Dirty Cash. CNC Music Factory. Music Aboard the Titanic. Cassette tape. We got Snap World Power. Single. We got Paula Abdul. Forever Your Girl. I love that this low dollar stuff is just moving with this. Buy two, get two. Loving it. Whoops, I got the snaps mixed up. So that was Snap, the Power, and then this is Snap. Wait a minute, what's going on here? Okay, Snap World Power. Okay, I just skipped right over that? That was before Paula. Oh, okay. Yeah, I got them mixed up. Shut up, James. You're confusing yourself. Just do your job. Technotronic cassette single. Robert Miles. Children cassette single. Snow and Farmer. I forgot that one. I will have to pull that one. because I'll pull some of the order over here, and then some of it like snows in 3 different places. So couldn't remember if I pulled it, if I didn't. So that's where I get mixed up a little bit. Crisscross jump, jump, jump. Alice Cooper, Poison and Trash. Great album. Debbie Gibson, Out of the Blue. That's on the... Okay, let me put that in the case on there. Because the picture does not have the writing on it. It's a different one, so change that out. Next up, we've got Born in the USA. I was born in the USA. And lastly, Duran Duran, No Ordinary. So, biggity bam right there. Nice little lot. Next up, again, are you ready for a cassette lot? 8 cassettes. Sold for $25. These are all Sammy Hagar. Nope, not all. All but 2 are Sammy Hagar. Okay. Let's make sure I got everything here. Sammy, VOA. Replaced those. Then we got Skid Row, Slave to the Grind. One of the best albums. One of my top 5 favorite full albums from beginning to end right there. Not a bad song on this album. Even the clean version. This is the promo version, which has the clean version, which instead of Get the F Out, they have Beggar's Day. Beggar Day is still a kick-ass song. So, one of my top 5 favorite beginning to end albums. Sammy Hagar, Standing Hampton. Right there. Sammy Hagar, self-titled. But technically, it's not really called self-titled. He had a contest. This was after he put this out in '87, after he joined Van Halen. And he had a contest to name the album. And the winning name didn't come in before the first pressing. So the first pressings all say Sammy Hagar, but it's actually called I Never Said Goodbye. So there you go. A little knowledge there for you. Next up, Turn Up the Music. And Street Machine. Next up, 3 Lock Box. 1, 2, 3 Lock Box. And the band he joined, Van Halen, OU812. So there we are. Next up, again, are you ready for a CD lot? We got 4 CDs that sold for $21. Let me start with The Doors, LA Woman. Next up, Now 32. Ain't that a mix? The Doors with a Now 32 CD? That's crazy. But then we finish it off with a little Queen box set, 3 CD set, greatest hits. And another great album that, not a bad song on it in my opinion. Doesn't really make my top 5, but great album. Winger, their second album, In the Heart of the Young. My favorite song on here was In the Day You'll Never See. Love that song. So we got 4 CDs that sold for $21 there. Next up, we got this Nautica Jean women's t-shirt that sold for $7. I remember putting this up going, is this hat going to sell? And I love it when I do that because things end up selling. Like, I never even heard of this, and it looks so generic. Liberty Tax. I mean, look how generic looking. And it's sold $10.50. Boink. Perfect. Greater Emmanuel Mass Choir CD. That sold for $6. Dramatics, The Best Of. Sold for $11. This one came from the R&B lot that I bought on eBay, which I haven't got all listed yet, but this was part of it. Listed a few, I list a few, and then today I got in a metal lot, and I ended up listing all 51 of them. And I listed 120 so far today. Items. All CDs. We got the Arizona Razorbacks. Shirt sold for $10.50. Knee deep in the hoopla. Starship cassette sold for $4. Got a little Luther Vandross. Came from the 2,000 piece yard sale collection. That sold for $12. And lastly, we've got Keeping Life Simple cassette tape. That sold for $7.20. So there we are. I don't think anything's come through since I've been doing this. Nope. So we're still at the same, going $4.49. I'm at $4.95. So there we are. All right, that is it. I'm going back to listing. Thanks everybody for hanging out, and I'll see you all in the next video.